Probably the most important skill necessary to be a successful homesteader is ingenuity. Being able to make something out of nothing and being able to use something on hand to provide a permanent or temporary fix. Let's talk about one of those temporary fixes right after this. So, Honeybee, our Jersey cow, has been showing up in places we didn't expect her to be. And it's no surprise as we walk the fence line this morning and we see this stretch of fence that has just collapsed. It's really because she found a weak spot and exploited it. And this was some of the original fence that we put up when we first moved up here to Mississippi, and we didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. And so we strung it between trees and went way too far without T-posts because we couldn't afford T-posts, and had, you know, we just made a note, hey, let's remember to go put T-posts later. Well, 16 years later, and we hadn't put any right here at this part of the property. So Patti had an idea in the meantime to get a temporary fix until we can grab some more T-posts and come down here and permanently fix it. So she's cut down this little sapling, and what we're going to try to do is right in the middle of this area, weave it in and out of this field fencing to provide at least a mirage of a sturdy fence that Honey might look at it and not figure out it doesn't have T-posts. And then we'll, I'm going to run to town later today and we'll get some T-posts and come fix it permanently. So we'll see how it goes. So Patti, now just so you'll know, ladies, I offered to help, but Patti said no, try to film and I'll see if I can do it. She's putting her seamstress skills to the maximum test as she's weaving this sapling in and out of this field fencing, and looks like it's working pretty well.
I may have to skip a few down here.
I don't know if she can hear you. She says she may have to skip a few and not go in between every single one.
I did it all the way to here though.
Yeah, she's got it all the way to there. So, hey, that's good. Look, it's caught on that very bottom one. There you go. So, that's working. Now, we got to figure out how to make it, see if we can make it stand straight up until we...
there it is.
There we go. She got it through. Yay! I'm telling you, my wife's got mad skills. All right, so now we're faced with seeing how we can get it to prop straight up. I wish I had some cordage available and we could tie the top of that to a little tree.
I wish I wouldn't have had it so long. I think it's a little too long.
Patti said, if you couldn't hear her, she wishes she hadn't cut it quite so long. But I'm kind of glad that she did, because what I may do is try to find some natural cordage right quick around here. There should be a vine somewhere, and we can tie it off to this little tree to hold it up straight. Good job, Pat.
As you could see a while ago, I was trying to push this stick in the ground. It's a little pointed, but not much, and I wasn't getting anywhere. So the only thing we brought with us was a machete, and so all I have to do is twist it. It's soft. It's not really clay right here. Just twisting it to make a little divot in the ground, and now I can at least do that, and that'll help it to stay put because it was sliding around on the ground, and we can tie it off and it'll stay.
And as I suspected, I didn't have to walk but 10 steps to find a vine that I cut down, so to try to hopefully make it into some temporary cordage. So we'll see how that goes. Wish me luck. And so our evil plan has come together. It's working. We now have a nice visual barrier for Honeybee until we can come back and fix this fence properly as it should be, which needs to happen today. It may not happen today, but it needs to happen today. So the vine I just showed you didn't work. It was rotten, dead, but I did find a green one. And so we just wrapped it around Patti's makeshift fence post and took it around the outside of this little bush. And instead of trying to torque it and tie it into a knot or anything, we had enough of it that we just weaved it in and out of itself here. And you know, it doesn't need to withstand force. All we're doing is creating a visual barrier. So That's what you got to do when you live on a homestead and you find a problem and you don't have the proper tools to fix it. You got to make do with something, huh, Blue? Isn't that true? Blue is give out. That's a lot of work for a puppy. We love to hear stories of ways in which you've had to fix something on the spot with what you had laying around because you didn't have the right stuff to fix it. So be sure and reach out to us in the comments below. Don't forget, you can send us a Twitter video at Alderman Farms. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk again soon.